Well, welcome to this year's installment of the Entrepreneur at Muscatine Community College. Each year, my small business management class, I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Jim Elias. I am a business management instructor here. Each year, my small business class does a lemons project, and I give them, there it is, a bag of lemons, and I say, go start a business. And they look at me kind of funny and have no clue what I mean. So what I have with me today is 4 representatives from the 4 different teams, and we're going to talk about this project. So the parameters of the project were, I gave them a bag of lemons, and I gave them about a week to start a project, start a company. So Chad, if you would please go to that, there we go. We gave 1 week for start up the business. There's 4 teams, and it was a very simple assignment. Create a business. Somehow the product must use the lemons, and the objective was the most profit wins. And what they win is 50 extra credit points for class. So everybody in, all of the team members are winners, certainly. But we had one company that came out on top. So the first one, I think, what do we have next, Chad? I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, the 4 companies. Let's introduce them and maybe cut to a shot of the 4 team representatives as we go. We have one company called Citrus Green, and Betsy will explain to us what their company was about. The next company is a Duct Tape Key Chain company, and Humera is with us today, and she will explain their company. Then we have the Lemon Cafe. Abby is here for that, and Lemoganda, Pat and his team conceived that company product and launched it. So first one we have on the docket, I think, is Citrus Green. So I'm going to have Betsy Arasomena. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Thank you. Betsy is the team representative, and she will explain what Citrus Green did. I guess the first question for you, Betsy, is how did your team, what strategy, what approach did you guys use to create your product with the assignment that you must use lemons in some way?
Okay. Hi, my name is Betsy. I'm representing the team, the Citrus Green team. We create a lemon cleaner. The idea came from one of our team members, Jaime. We make like a brainstorm thing, and everybody gave ideas of how to make it. We're searching online. We have other ideas like the classic lemonade or cupcakes, actually. We thought about other products, but we decided to do the lemon cleaner because we thought that it was the best way to get money with a real product made of lemons. It's innovating, it's an innovation because it's a citrus cleaner, very natural, cheap, that you can use, and you can save the planet at the same time. You can clean with your children without the fear of the chemicals in the other cleaners, the usual cleaners. So that's why we came up with the idea, because it's an innovation, actually.
Okay, great. Here's a picture of the product on the desk here. They use the slogan, "Get clean with Citrus Green."
Yes.
Who came up with that?
I think it was a group thing.
A group thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Who's your target market? How did you produce the product, and where did you sell it?
Okay, our target market is women's, especially women's housewives that are tired of cleaning with the same cleaners that are not good for your skin. The same cleaners that you can clean with your children because they have chemicals that are dangerous for your healthy. So our main target are housewives with children and women's on the go, because you can, because of the sizes of the product, actually you can take it with you and clean whatever surface you need to clean. What was the other question?
Where did you sell it?
We sell it in the Muscatine Community College and some other places like the Baptist Church around the corner, the dorms, and one of our team members, Victor, he sell it in his hometown. So,
Okay,
yeah.
great. So widespread. What would you say was the biggest obstacle you guys faced with this company?
Probably the schedules, because we need to get together to produce the things, to sell them, to do the promotion stuff, and to come up with the ideas. And well, we need to get together, and that was one of the hardest things, because 2 of the members work, then the other 2 we are full-time students, and we have other things to do. So it was really hard to get together, but we work and we figured it out. Also work with the lemons, like producing the things. I know it was hard for us to produce it, a little hard to get all the juice and the mix and the try and see if it really works and all that stuff. It was kind of hard too.
What was the best thing that you guys learned or accomplished with this project?
Well, I think the teamwork. Besides that, we learned that you can start a company with almost anything and get some money, and it's like with easy things like duct tape or lemons, you can start a business and get money, and that's really good.
Cool, good. All right, so let's look at the citrus green slide with their numbers. So tell us, Betsy, about your pricing in the product structure. You had a range from $2.50 to $7 for your product. Why did you come up with a range of prices?
We had different size of bottles. So the big bottle was $7. We thought it was a fair price. And the small bottle is the one that you have on your desk. It was $2.50.
Okay. You sold 29 units total.
Yes.
And you had no expenses, and what was the profit up there? $56, $26? $156.24. Tell us about how you came up with 0 expenses to generate that profit.
Sure. One of our team members, Jaime, he got us donations. Actually, the bottles and the materials, the supplies, everything was a donation from their friends and families, because they knew that this was a school project, and all the profits are also they are going to be donated to the United Way. So they wanted to help to a good cause, so they gave us all the things that we needed.
Awesome, great.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Betsy. Let's move on to who's next on our list. Was that the duct tape innovations, I believe?
Yeah, it's the duct tape.
Humera? Okay, Humera is with us, and she represents the Duct Tape Key Chain project, and we will see a slide with their slogan. Humera, tell us what your slogan was and how that really came about as the inspiration for your product.
Oh, it's about the duct tape keychain. Our slogan was, when life gives you lemons, fix it with duct tape. We thought we were having project in the previous class, and Jim gave us a duct tape to make something out of it, and we came up with an idea that we can make like a small keychain out of that duct tape. So and we won that project in the class, so it was really appreciated by the judges and by the students in the class. So we thought we can use that idea as our next project. So we just take that duct tape keychain and include it with our new business, like with the lemon, and we sell it. Like we give one we made lemonade, and we sold the duct tape keychain with it. So whoever bought our duct tape keychain, we give them a free lemonade. So there was, because of the previous project and with our success and the liking of people. And the next question.
So as you were saying that I know we had a couple of people who were concerned that because your duct tape keychain, they said, well, what's that have to do with lemons? And the assignment was, in some way, use the lemons in your product.
Yeah, it's like duct tape is a thing which you use in your pocket every time. Like we made it with a keychain, so it's so convenient and portable. You can use it anywhere with you. So whenever you are in trouble or something breaks or something happens to you, you can just take out it from your pocket and you can just fix it at the same time. So that was the relationship between the duct tape and the lemon, and that's it.
So when life gives you
Lemon,
lemons,
you can fix it with duct tape.
So I would have to say, for any dads out there that happen to be watching this, this would be an awesome thing. When my boys were little and their Power Rangers action figures would lose a leg or an arm, I always fixed it with duct tape. So this is a cool thing. So, okay, let's take a look at their numbers. The next slide, there we go. So
our price was very reasonable. It was just $2, and the total sales were 30 units, and the expenses were 72.72. So we made a profit of $26.35. Like it was more than that, and we cut out the labor cost out of it, and the remaining was this.
So Humaira, from this perspective, you had a lot of expenses, you had a lot of raw materials involved, mm-hmm. and it also seemed it was a fairly labor-intensive process.
Yep.
Based on that, what might you and your team have learned? What might you do differently? Same product, same approach. Would you learn from it and do something different with the product?
It was a very unique idea. Like our product is a kind of product which is not available in the market. So it was a great opportunity for us to introduce something new to the audience and something new to the market. So that was a really kind of good approach by our team to make something different and unique, so that people can, it was a really hard process to promote it because it was totally new. So yes, it was good.
Do you think you could have sold it at a higher price?
Yeah, I think so. We could have sold it like $1 higher than the original price, but I think that price was reasonable to the students here because we were selling it within MCC, so it was a reasonable price for the students. And we tried to sell it in Walmart one day, but there was a barrier regarding the weather, so we couldn't do it, and that progressively there. So yes, at MCC it was a reasonable price.
Good. Okay. What was the biggest obstacle you guys faced?
The biggest obstacle within the team was we had communication problem. Most of our team members work, and some are as Betsy said, we are full-time students. So the product, the production is a really hard process. You spend a lot of time in that, so that was really hard for us to manage our time with that production and everything. We made 60 products in total, So it took like more than 6-7 hours a day. So that was
What was the positive thing, the most positive thing that came out of the assignment?
the most positive thing was like the new idea itself, and it was sold really in a good way. Like people liked it and they buy it, and I think we learned like how to run a business like with even no capital. Just you can just do something and you can earn money out of that. So it's a small business, so you can even just with a little money or with a little capital, you can expand your business.
Great. Okay, good. Thank you. We'll move on to what's next on the list. The Cupcakes, the Lemon Cafe, and Abby Curtis is here to represent her team. Abby, explain for us, please, what your business concept, your idea, the inspiration behind it. Why'd you come up with cupcakes, and what was unique about your cupcakes?
Well, I think we just came up with the cupcakes and the baked goods because they are easy to make and they are also easy to sell. So we decided the best idea for us is to have the Lemon Cafe and set it up in the student center here on campus and sell the products that we have to the students that attend classes here and also the faculty that works on campus.
Okay. There's a picture of some of your product that seemed very unique. Explain that for us.
Well, I actually got the pink lemonade cupcake idea off of the website Pinterest because I was browsing because I'm not a very big lemon fan myself, so I wasn't sure of what products to make. So I just searched for it on Pinterest and I found that recipe, and I thought it'd be a really good idea because it is unique and it's different and they looked cute.
Okay. What were some of there's a picture of your team with
Right.
the Lemon Cafe. What were some of the biggest challenges and obstacles you guys faced?
Well, I actually burned up 2 mixers because I had to bake so much and had to mix the frosting and mix the cake mix, and sometimes the frosting would get so thick that the mixer didn't want to turn, and I burned up my mom's, and then I had to go and ask my neighbor to borrow hers, and I ended up burning up hers too. So with the money that was raised, I had to buy my mom a new mixer, and I also had to buy my neighbor a new mixer as well.
Okay. All right. There's a picture of some of the production. Talk about the amount of units you sold, the amount of cupcakes that you guys actually produced and sold.
Oh goodness. I don't know if I can really put a number on it. I know that I think I made about, gosh, I can't remember if it was 170 cupcakes or 270 cupcakes. And that was just what I did alone. And I know my team put a lot of work and time into it too. And they also made a lot of cupcakes themselves.
Okay. So obviously we had fun doing this, but worked hard. I know what I was going to ask is, what was the success you guys had in your promotion? What was something different that you guys used that really helped it get the word out?
Well, I know we advertised it a lot on Facebook. I know I was posting things daily about the Lemon Cafe being in the Student Center and also advertising the pink lemonade cupcakes that I had made. And I told the people that they were going for a good cause because all of the money raised, we ended up donating it to the Children's Miracle Network and also the Relay for Life program. So I think that since people knew that we were donating the money to a good cause, it made them want to purchase the cupcakes more.
Okay, good. And the pictures that we were seeing here, the team kept posting on Facebook, and
Right.
so they saw that they looked good. They saw they were producing a lot, so people started buying. So let's look at the numbers slide. 389 cupcakes was what was reported you guys sold total. That's a lot of cupcakes. You had price points from 75 cents to $10. Talk about that a little bit, please.
Right. Well, at the Lemon Cafe that we had in the Student Center, we sold a lot of different things. We had actual lemonade. We had the pink lemonade cupcakes. We had the lemon cupcakes with chocolate frosting on top. So we had a lot of baked goods to sell, and they were all priced at different price ranges, such as the cupcakes that I had made. I sold them $10 a dozen or $5 for half a dozen. And I know that like some of the cupcakes, I think they sold for like 75 cents, and also the lemonade I think was prices that as well.
Okay. And the last thing on there, the numbers, the expenses you talked, you had to replace some mixers and
Right.
you had cake mixes. So your total expense is $157.37, yet in the end you still generated $211.63 for a profit. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's going to Children's Miracle Network, and what else did you say?
Also the Relay for Life.
Relay for Life. Awesome. Good. All right, let's move on to our last team, Lemoganda, which Pat is here to tell us a little bit about that. Pat, so tell us how your team decided to use the lemons in your company.
Well, we kind of wanted to use the actual lemons themselves rather than pretend to use lemon flavoring or anything like that. So we kind of used the homemade approach, and we kind of used the lemons as our selling point. We cut up the lemon right in front of you, and you could watch us squeeze the juice. And we thought that was pretty cool, that because you got to see us use the actual lemons, and like that was what we thought was part of the main part of the project. So we thought that was a pretty good idea. Use bare lemons, and then you could kind of see that it had the homemade touch to it a little bit. So I think that was our selling point, was using the lemons right in front of you, showing you what we were doing.
Okay. And your selling point, there's a picture of you guys selling it to some customers or a customer in the Student Center, doing the whole process. Where else besides the MCC Student Center did you sell your product?
We also took them over to the MCC dorms, the new dorms and the old dorms, and we saw a better profit selling them in the old dorms rather than the new dorms, but overall it was still a pretty decent time for us. You know, we still made our sales in both dorms.
Okay. What was the greatest challenge you guys faced?
For us, because we used half a lemon per shake up, so our challenge was keeping the lemons fresh and keeping the lemons coming. So if we weren't selling lemons for 2 to 3 days, then obviously they weren't looking their best, and we weren't going to sell lemons that were looking bad, because it's just not really how we wanted our business to be. So for us, our main point was keeping the lemons good, lots of lemons. That was probably our biggest challenge.
Okay. What was the greatest success you guys saw?
Our greatest success was just like the support from the people at the college, really. They saw like there's a little business out there, and they want to support you because they obviously know what you're doing. They're trying to help you out as well. So
Good.
we were pretty lucky to have some of the people come in that we did, and just people are very generous when they know what your situation is. So
Yeah, good. That's a good point about MCC and City of Muscatine. I see all the time. So let's take a look at the last slide with all of the companies, please. With the profitability, I guess we need to look at that for Lemoganda. 35 units sold at $2 a piece, $20 in expense, 51 profit. What went into your expenses mostly, Pat?
well, we just had to buy extra lemons, as well as the glasses that we were going to sell it in, straws. Sugar was a big one for us,
Okay.
because there was a lot of sugar in
Yeah.
the Shakeups, but
Yeah.
that was our main expenses.
Okay, cool. Let's take a look at all of the companies. So the profits there, Citrus Green, $156.24. Duct Tape Key Chain, $26.35. Lemon Cafe, $211.63. Lemoganda, $51 in profit. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the members in the class totaled this all up. All of these companies were planning to donate their profits to a charity of some sort, and it was $465, I believe, something like that. Do the quick math. But that's a pretty neat thing for 1 week's time with a couple dozen students at MCC. And as Pat said, you know, this community, whether it's Muscatine Community College or City of Muscatine, is very supportive of what the students here do. So that's pretty neat. As a group, what do you guys, what's your take on this whole project? What's the best thing about it and the worst thing about it?
I thought it was, no, go ahead.
Oh, well, I know from my experience, I have learned firsthand of what it is like to operate your own business, because my team and I, we were doing deliveries and we were baking every night and then selling cupcakes and our products at the student center basically all day. I know they were there from like in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, and also coming in on the weekends and selling as well. So it was stressful because you still have your own life, like going to school, your jobs, and if you're married or have children, it gets tough.
Okay. Yeah, I think I overheard someone say running your own business is hard work. Yes.
Definitely.
What were you going to say, Pat?
No, I was just going to add on to that. Like, it's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like she said, she went through 2 mixers. Obviously, she didn't just stop after that. She had to go buy some more mixers, and it takes time.
Yeah, that's a good observation. You can't, just because you run out of product, raw materials, or your equipment is broken, you have business to conduct, so you have to keep on pressing forward.
And if you have the best strategy for your business and you're really sure what you're going to do, then the business is always successful. So
I wish we had more time.
And you wish you had more time.
Yes.
That's a good point. Yet at the same time, Betsy, you and Humera both commented that with a short amount of time and a bag of lemons, you come up with a product and a company and start a business.
Yes.
So I would like to just wrap it up. I guess go back to that last slide, we had the Lemon Cafe underlined as the winner. So that team wins the 50 extra credit points for class, but who really wins is Muscatine and the college. So this has been great. The last thing I wanted to say, as we look at this group of students, for me as a teacher here at MCC, the really incredible, rich thing for me is the fact that out of the 4 students on the stage here with me, 3 of them are not from Muscatine and they're not from the United States of America. They're all international students. And so that represents a really incredibly rich opportunity MCC has for our local students as well as international students to come here and be welcomed into the community, I guess, and become a part of it. So that's great. I guess we will sign off this episode of The Entrepreneur. I want to thank all of my students for the work and humoring me with this project when I hand them a bag of lemons. And as the Keychain folks said, when life gives you lemons, you fix it with duct tape. So, or you start a business. So that's what we're going to do. And that's all we have for now.